Hey everybody, this is Kevin at Potter USA, and we're going to finish up this angel wing hoop earring. I'm going to pretend I'm just terrible at soldering. I'm going to pretend. And I'm going to solder this on first, then attach my hinge so that I can't mess up. Just a little bit of flux on there. Don't need a bunch. You're going to want to put some on here too, because if you don't put any on here, when they hit the heat, it's going to oxidize. Then it's not going to stick. Just warm the part up so that my solder sticks to the part. Next, you're going to come in and you're going to get them both warmed up. Done. So you can see the benefits of not putting that hinge on there. So I'm going to take my sanding disc right down the middle of that thing. This is also a good time to make sure that your solder joint is solid. Check the fit of your hinge, and then there'll be another little piece over here, and it's going to catch it. I'm going to make something that looks like this. The problem with the wire, it's going to bend away. With having just this thin area here, when you solder that, it's going to get really flimsy. This piece of sheet, I'm going to use a hard piece of sheet. I'm going to file the bottom flat. I'm going to solder it right on there. The way I like to do this, I like to solder this thing on there first. I'm going to pre-shape this thing a little bit. And then I'm going to go in there with my saw and I'm going to cut it out. Okay? See? Now it's high enough up there that you won't act as a giant heat sink. And we're going to stick that right on there. I'm going to cut off the parts I don't need. Pretty much about half of this is going. Before you start shaping it, you're going to want to cut your slot. Don't go too deep. You'll go right into the sides. I'm going to go in here and shape this. You can see how quickly you can take everything down with your sanding disc. So we're going to create a little friction clasp on this side so that this thing kind of sticks in there, okay? So when you squeeze these parts right here, because they've gotten soft from soldering them, by squeezing them with the pliers and creating a little catch, it work hardens it and makes it so that it actually functions. I'm going to use this little tiny needle-like burr, and I'm going to create a little catch. I feel downright decadent actually having wire. Usually have to draw all my own, but my good friend Annie Pennington, she has graciously provided me with wire. So I'm just kind of pre-fitting my wire into the piece. Next step, put this in there. Now you've got this neat little hinge here. There's ways to eliminate risk. You could ball this up first before you ever put it through here. So we're going to do that. Now if you try to ball it up sideways, it's going to droop. And you're not going to have a nice little round sphere. You're going to point it down. Carefully insert the pin through, pushing the sphere all the way to the end. Now, be sure and aim your flame down. You don't want to cook your earring. I'm going to use my sanding disc to take a lot of this off the top. This is called a cup burr. I like to use them on these things. It works fantastic. So that's basically how this works, guys. Thanks for watching.